Hi everyone, this is Nina Ross, your certified trichologist and your holistic hair doctor. Today's topic we are going to talk about is it CCCA or traction alopecia? And this is a really good question because a lot of times when we go seek help from professionals, I hear a lot where some clients say, oh, well, they say I have traction alopecia, stop wearing the braids, stop doing the tensions. And then the feedback is, well, I've never worn braids. I've always worn my hair out. So the thing is that with CCCA can mimic or look like traction alopecia. And if you already have CCCA, and let's say that the CCCA is right now, it's not active. So it's kind of like dormant. Now there are certain environmental things as far as styling practices that can actually aggravate the area where you have CCCA, because from studies it's shown that CCCA can be genetic. So let's say genetically you're disposed and you have CCCA, and then you're wearing braids or you're wearing sew-ins, then yeah, it's a possibility that may look like traction alopecia. It may start off to look like traction, but under a scope, you can definitely tell the difference between CCCA and also traction alopecia. Typically with traction, if you stop it in its early stages and seek treatment, then there's a possibility that the hair can be rejuvenated. Because with traction alopecia, it's just like a rope. It's just constantly like pulling and pulling and pulling until that rope gets thinner and thinner, and that's what happens with your hair. Whereas with CCCA, as we're still learning and more studies is being involved, is that CCCA is kind of a inflammatory type of hair loss that may have some bacterial factors to it, such as, things that you're exposed to. They say women now who have fibroids are at risk for CCCA. So there's a lot of factors around CCCA. So the best way to know if you have traction alopecia, if you have CCCA, is that now is go seek help from a professional. So whether you're going to a certified trichologist who is skilled in CCCA, or you're going to see a dermatologist who specializes in CCCA. And the reason why I say this is because CCCA is such a very complex type of hair loss, and you want to make sure that you're going to a professional that understands it, that understands the culture, that understands your hair structure, so that you can get the best treatment and you can get the best diagnosis at its early stages. Now, one thing with traction alopecia is that once you stop putting tension on the area, then that area will not digress, which means that you won't experience any more hair loss in that area. CCCA, whether you put more tension or not, if it is active, if the inflammatory factors is active, then you will still experience hair loss. And in most cases, it will start in the center, but now we are seeing it pop up in different areas on the fronts or on the sides. Just seek help of a professional so that you can get the proper diagnosis, and make sure that you're giving them all of the information as far as your hairstyling practices, and you be completely honest. No, I've never worn braids, or I never wore sew-ins and things like that, because we can be judged based on our culture and just the stereotype of how Black women wear their hair. So I hope this information was very helpful. If you like my page, please subscribe. And until next time, guys, take care.